Hi and welcome to the Azam Shop channel on YouTube. I'm your host Muhammad Azam, and this is the continuation of the UITouch events that are being generated when you touch on the iPhone. And basically we are going to implement a drag image. So if I run my application again, let me see. So let's run the application again so you will have an idea of what is going on. So our application is capturing everything right now, but what we do want to do is we can click on the chicken and we can simply drag it. So it will be kind of like a behavior that you are touching on the screen and you're not taking your finger off the screen and you're dragging something on the screen. So let's implement that behavior. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is to, let me actually see what I have it over here. I have, okay. So let's get the first position, okay? And the first position we are going to get is of in the image view, which is self.chicken view. And we are just going to hold it in the chicken coordinates. You can call it the start location or anything you want. Okay, so now at this point we will have the chicken coordinates where the person actually clicked. All right, and now we have to implement this chicken moved method. And first of all, we need to find out the new position. Okay, and this will be fired many times. And the reason is because you are continuously dragging the object, continuously dragging the chicken. So this will be fired many number of times. And even though you might not be saying like, okay, I'm not really moving it, but it's the iPhone screen is so sensitive that even if you're not moving anything, it will be firing, because technically at a micro level you are actually moving your finger. Okay, so let's get the chicken view. So this will be the new position, and what we are going to simply do is create a rectangle, a frame basically, and we are going to get a frame for the chicken. And by the way, chicken view is a chicken image view. It's basically a UI view. And now we are simply going to change the position. So frame.origin.x, and we're going to add the position and subtract it from the chicken coordinates, so that it kind of feels like that we are holding it at the correct position. New position dot y minus chicken coordinates dot y. Now if you have simply dragged a UI view, you will notice that by default the user interaction enable is not checked. So it's like this, but you have to make it check so that we can get the touch events of the chicken or the UI image view. So make sure that this is checked when you drag, or if you want to do some sort of dragging or kind of mess with the UITouch generated by the UI image view. Okay, so just make sure that that is touched. And I believe then the final thing is to apply. So you can say self.chicken view and set frame, and the frame that you just created, and you run this, and let's see. So now I can actually drag this. Okay, I can also drag it like this, because it's not really it's not really testing that if I'm clicking on there or not. But I can do this. I can drag this image, I can put it in a yellow box or something, and that problem can be solved very easily. I mean, there might be some stages. Is chicken being dragged or not? I mean, very simple case, very simple code that you can write is basically check for the events. Basically check for over here, you can say chicken coordinates. Oops. Basically, I mean, you can check that if the X or Y position, or you can get the touches, if there are any touches for the chicken, and you can actually find the touches and set, you know, chicken image touches, and then you can say event touches for the view chicken cell.chicken view. Okay. And over here, I think you can simply check that if, and there are, I mean, tons of other ways. You can create a structure or something, and then you can check if count is actually greater than 0. Then you can say, I don't know, like chicken touched or something. Okay, chicken touch equal to yes. And over here, you can say else chicken touch equal to no. And then when you're moving, you can simply over here check that if chicken touched, if it is not touched, then it is. So this will actually work. I recommend creating a class or some sort of a structure or enum type that when you want to get the images, you will know that what stage that is in. Okay, it can be a a resting stage or a stopping stage, a dragging state, and that will be much easier to check than creating these Boolean values that I just demonstrated. All right, so I hope you learned something about dragging the images using the UITouch, and in the future tutorials we are going to talk about gesture events that are much more powerful. Behind the scene they use the touch events, of course, the UITouch events, but that will allow to easily stick up with any of the UI view controls, and you will see that you can easily do swipes, and you can easily do double taps and single taps using the UI gesture recognizer. If you find this video helpful, if you find this screencast helpful, I will be really appreciate your donations to keep this screencast going and to keep it completely free of charge. Of course, you can send out your donations to PayPal at azamsharp@gmail.com. And thank you very much, and stay tuned for more screencast.